What's up? Yeah. Yeah. So you fell a little short. So I said you fell a little short, you know.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the
It
National
happens.
Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy.
I was pulling for you.
As it'll
I was
be
pulling
the
for you all
AFC
day, because
champion
y'all an easy
Miami
win.
Dolphins taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Huh? Oh, no, the Oakland Raiders is not up to par yet. And when I get these
20,
Oakland Raiders are looking like this Dolphins team, then we'll talk about
the
something.
21-yard line.
It's gonna happen. It's just gonna take a little time. That's all. I'm gonna start circumventing shit and getting people for the low and everything like you do.
They'll run on first down. Jarrett. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. No gain on this defense. No gain. Back. Check 24. Check 24. Watch safety creep.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
No.
And to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 51. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Switch. Hey, check 24. Check 12. Go. Banjo.
They'll try the air now with Smith. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now Sanders. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 59. Come to the ending. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
They'll start here with Jackson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Mike, check, 59. Here we go, let's bring it. No, Trot, let's bring it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, it's caught by Jackson. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. He's crashing. He's checking.
Now Jones. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot, but about the execution of that defense right there. The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 36, Smith throws right side, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Mike 20. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And the pressure gets to him again. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw, Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, 1st quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Watch this out. Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down to his 10. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here we go. 70 enders. 59. Mike to 59. Too little, cut. Slam. Jack.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's our field. It's our field.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Watch the slant. Mike, check. 59.
Every single subject. I'm just making sure.
I go to do, and then all they do.
And how many did you do today? Okay. Tomorrow, I want you to do 5. Tomorrow, Saturday.
On 3rd down, Jones.
I gotta go back to work next week.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down.
You can't be talking about this. My head hurts, my stomach hurts, this, that, and all of that. I understand, but the work has to be done regardless. I won't be here to be breathing down your neck, and your teacher ain't gonna be able to talk to me. So you can't be playing around.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Now a give right side. It's Sparks, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, he'll hit Jackson, complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Mike, check. 59.
Arvin. Get him.
Mike 5'9".
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Check 37. Check 37. Yo, go get him. Go get him.
Now a give right side. It's Sparks.
Yeah.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. 25, check 25, check 25.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll set them back 5. The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Check it back.
On the run, this is Jackson. And a solid run down inside the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On third down, this is Jackson. There he goes left side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously good.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
You can't stop me.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Go. Motion. Go. Mike 51, Mike 51.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Let's go, let's go. I'm gonna run you over. Bravo, run you over. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I'm coming. I'm coming. You gotta get I'm coming. Mike 50. Mike 59. Let's go one more. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check, check. 59. I got him. I got him. Jim, 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 Jim. Mike.
On 1st down, Jackson. And the reinforcements coming as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jones. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
52. Here we go, here we go. 52's the mic, boys, 52. They gonna need some therapy after this.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready, ready. Mike 50. Hey, switch up, switch up. Mike 51, Mike 51. Yeah, good. Here we go. 51's a Mike, 51's a Mike.
On 1st down, it's Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be run down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This fielded at the 2.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
If it's an Apple product, I don't know much about it. I don't know what it makes.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Shift.
They'll run on first down. Sparks, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the...
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. That's caught by Jackson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him, and they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Cut.
Now a give right side. Jackson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ready. Hey, Lobo. 59. Watch the car. Switch. Ready.
On first down, it's Sparks. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. You just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
James.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Kill, kill, Roosevelt. Turn up. Kill, kill. Turn up.
Throwing again. Smith. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Miami touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. As his guys are back within a single score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Yeah. No. No, catch that bitch right in the middle of his spin. Come on.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Sparks, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Come on, set. 6 yards. There it comes. There it comes.
Maybe got him in the box outside, so trash him out.
Echo. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike's 59. Hey, they scared. They scared. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones.
Man, come on.
Middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Bro, what happened to my new message? Huh? Bring it back.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47.
Check 26. Check 26.
Okay.
Yo. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
They'll try the left side. Sparks. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the mark. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Get him, boy.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Rush in.
Now it's Jackson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, Now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On the carry, it's Jackson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
5 down. Stand up in.
They run again with Jackson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Sparks. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll keep it on the ground. Sparks, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Nah, he on that shit. Oh, man. I don't know what's going on with this fucking
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Smith. And he slings one that's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. A shotgun snap for Smith. Throwing left side, it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Switch. Check. Off. 51's the mic. They can't hang with us. 51's the mic. 51. Hey.
From the gun, here's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it in. Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys are back within a single score. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up, and this becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
I don't know.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5.
Man.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Quick the edge, quick the edge. Go, go. Kill, kill, kill. Check 3, check 3. Check, 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 check. Joker, Joker, Joker.
They'll run with Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
59. Pick me up. Here we go. Check 99. Check 99. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sparks, and he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Yeah.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Bandit. Check 52. He's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
So make sure you let Garland.
Now Jackson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from. Yeah. But if my stuff should be here by the end of the day. Today's the 15th, right? Yeah. It should be here by the end of the day.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Exactly. Like normally, when I order my clothes, they get here like in the morning. So I'm used to like just putting them out into the mailbox. And like if they're not, then you check on like 12 or 1 and they're there. It's fine. I have fixed.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike's 59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
I just sent my save file.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, check, 59.
Better, better free. I'm letting you know right now.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
Yeah!
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
You know, like I sent the save files already, but like when I had my custom content, I had them all like organized by folder. It's like if I put those folders, okay.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm coming for you, son.
Now it's Smith. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
You mine. Watch the safety creep.
I mean, if not.
Smith now to throw.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Smith. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Ricky, 42. Jet, Bubba. You go 42. You Jet. Bubba. You got turn. Buzz.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. They rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths, but it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2.
I just cleaned, you know those plastic bins, 3-drawer plastic bins you use in the dollar store? Maybe I was throwing one out.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Throwing Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Smith. Flush, and a big loss here as he's taken down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone.
You could be with a 5-6 group.
Here we go. Set. 60 out low. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Let it go.
One last throw here for Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
I'm like, bro, you're 7. You are a little kid.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
I'll never forget. We went to go see The Lion King for a field trip. And this is when I was with the 10-13s. And one of the boys was like, when a girl gets scared